So now that we opened up a lot of Transformers War for Cybertron stuff, we've seen leaked images of future waves, we have high-res images of all the art and packaging, I kind of want to revisit a lot of the stuff and the speculation of what was going to be the next figures in the line. We know a lot now, but there's still much more to come, despite the fact that we kind of have a pretty clear indication now 100% of Wave 1 and 2. So I figured I'd dive into all of the packaging art that we've seen thus far that might give us a bit of a direction of what other characters we might get, as well as readdress some of the rumors that have been going out online of what is potentially coming for it. So the very first piece of package art I want to isolate is that one of those very first pieces of art we ever saw, which was that big poster that had like that giant battle on it with all the characters on it. And of the characters on that poster, the only ones that we don't really have accounted for is there's a Soundwave on there. We don't know what that's going to be. Could be a core class Soundwave, could be a repackage of a previous one from Siege or Earthrise. We don't know. We have Scorponok there. I'm going to get to Scorponok in a second because he's on a bunch of stuff. We have Gears, the little mini-bot, probably a deluxe. We have a Starscream there. That's rumored to be a core class figure, but it's also rumored to be a Voyager repack. So we're going to find out more about that one. And the Voyager repack is probably, I'm going to say, the Earthrise mold, not the Siege one. We have Galvatron on there, which we've all seen rumors that he's probably going to be the leader class. We have Wheeljack, who probably is going to be a repack of the deluxe. I really hope it isn't. We have Waspinator, also kind of appears in different pieces of art, probably going to be a deluxe figure. We have Trax, again, rumors that it's going to be a deluxe figure. We have Rhinox, really cool to see him, probably going to be a Voyager. We have the Arc bot in the background, which we will learn more about when when we find out about our Titan class. And also, just kind of to touch on, we have Ractonite in the background there, which we recently learned about through the Korean safety leaks and everything like that, the deluxe class fossilizer, and I'll get into him a little bit later too. We also have Polar Claw here. Now, Polar Claw, some people are saying that that was just kind of an early thing, and then it's been changed to Tigatron, which appears on later art Tigatron. So we don't know really the story, what's going to be happening with Polar Claw. I'd like it if Polar Claw happened, but it is what it is. And we have this fossilizer kind of alligator, which we don't know the name yet. There is some listings online of a Wing Thing, but Wing Thing sounds something more like a pterodactyl, so I don't think that's Wing Thing, this little alligator fossilizer, which will probably be, I don't know, judging by its simplicity there, probably a core class. Could be wrong on that one. But that's pretty much it for that big piece of art among all the other characters there. Then we get to that side package art. That's the one that a lot of us were focusing on, the one that had the golden disc in the center, and it was one of the first pieces of art that ever leaked of Kingdom. And the only characters that we don't know about in terms of figural form that are on this art is we see Unicron in the background. That could potentially just be, just like with the Earthrise stuff and Unicron being on that, that could potentially just be like a, hey, we got that HasLab thing coming. That's what I think more than anything else. We have Galvatron's half of his face there. We have Rhinox. We got Scorponok again. We got the Nemesis in the background there this time. We have Tigatron, and that's a key one there because Tigatron is there. And we have the Arc there. So all those ones that I just listed, stuff that we haven't gotten figures at, but could be a strong indicator of what's coming. Now let's get into the individual package art because there's a lot of intriguing stuff there. So getting to the Nemesis, right? The following figures have the Nemesis in the background. So you have like the core class Vertebrake, the deluxe fossilizer Paleot Rex, the deluxe fossilizer Ractonite, which we recently saw, the Voyager Dinobot, the leader class Beast Wars Megatron, all have the Nemesis in the background. But you know what's weird? And I just noticed this doing this research. Deluxe Air Razor has the Nemesis in the background of her packaging. So it's like, is she going to be a Predacon in an alternate timeline? Or is this just a packaging kind of mistake or something? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into that. Now, then when we get to characters that have the arc in the background of theirs, we got Core Class Optimus Prime, Core Class Rat Trap, Deluxe Cheetor, Deluxe Huffer, Deluxe Warpath, Voyager Optimus Primal, the Beast Wars, Voyager Inferno, the G1 character, Leader Class Optimus Prime, the Earthrise Repack, and the Leader Class Earth Mode Ultra Magnus that we've just seen recently. They all have the arc in the background. Oddly enough, Airazor isn't part of that. Very weird, very weird. There might be something there that we don't know about. Unique to them, here's some unique packaging. Black Arachnia's packaging is unique in that it's the only one that features the Nemesis in the background but up in the sky, and she also features Waspinator, Dinobot, and Scorponok in the background of her packaging uniquely. So I think that, you know, something unique about her packaging too probably indicates that, you know, those were characters that were on the planet before the other two, you know, the two Ark and Nemesis crashed on prehistoric Earth. That's probably the story that's trying to be told through that unique packaging that only Black Arachnia has. Now, what's even more interesting is when you get to Deluxe Cyclonus. Deluxe Cyclonus doesn't have neither a spaceship in the background, so it doesn't have the Ark, doesn't have the Nemesis, just standalone like that. And that could be potentially a time-traveling character. So if later on when we get some other characters that are from that, let's say like maybe the Rodimus or the Galvatron, stuff that's from 1986, 2005, 2010 character timeline stuff, I wonder if they're not going to have ships in the background. They're probably just going to have like similar to Cyclonus's art, because maybe they're coming through a space bridge or time traveling. We don't know. And that's pretty much it. So the only ones that haven't been seen in any of the art that I've listed thus far that has been leaked stuff is there was talks of a Deluxe Class Slammer, which is one of the pieces of, like, I guess it's the tank that was part of Metroplex back in the day. So I guess it was going to be a Deluxe Warpath white repaint retool. Don't quote me on this, but that's just a guess, I guess. There was the rumors of a Deluxe Class Shadow Panther, which is probably going to be a Black Cheetor repaint, maybe a Generation Selects kind of Hasbro Pulse thing. And then we have a Deluxe Class Pipes. Pretty obvious where that's going to be. That's going to be a Deluxe Class repaint retool of Huffer. Is it going to be Generation Selects? Is it going to be retail? We don't know that one. And that's pretty much it that we know right now is the grand scheme of pretty much of Kingdom. Again, there's that Commander Class Rodimus rumor that's been kicking around, but still nothing that really indicates that that's factual at the moment. So very interesting. I just wanted to just go through all of that just because there's a lot. Scorponok appears on a lot of stuff. Scorponok appears on Dinobot's trading card, appears on the side art, appears on this poster art, the widespread art, appears on Black Arachnia's art. So I think that Scorponok's pretty much a shoo-in to be one of the next figures, probably in maybe Wave 3. Is he a Voyager? Is he a Deluxe? I don't know. I'd lean more towards Voyager. I think that would be just kind of more apt, but I mean, I could be a Deluxe. But yeah, that's more or less it. I just kind of wanted to go over that because there's a lot of interesting little things to look at right now, and I wonder what everyone else thinks about it too. Like, is any of these, like, which one do you think is probably going to be one of the next figures out of all of these? Because there's a lot of characters that but we don't know anything about. Like, what's the story with Trax? You know, where's this Trax thing? Is he going to be part of this? So let's find out, hopefully sooner more than later. Maybe we'll get something before the weekend is over. It's only Monday now. So it seems like every week there's some kind of big news. So let's just dive into that and try to figure out what's going on. But that Airazor, man. Airazor with the Nemesis in the background, that's intriguing to me. Very interesting.